The chill of the evening hung in the air as Mr. Harold Winchester stood before Sherlock Holmes and me, his eyes filled with desperation. His trembling hand reached out to Holmes, imploring for assistance. "Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, I implore you to lend me your unparalleled expertise in a most perplexing matter," Winchester pleaded. Holmes, his piercing gaze fixed upon our visitor, inclined his head slightly. "Pray, do enlighten us on the nature of your predicament, Mr. Winchester." Taking a deep breath, Winchester began his tale. The night before last, a peculiar incident unfolded in the outskirts of Dartmoor. An enormous object, resembling nothing I have ever seen, fell from the heavens and crashed into the earth with a thunderous explosion. "An alien ship, you say?" Holmes raised an intrigued eyebrow, a glimmer of fascination dancing in his eyes. "Please continue, Mr. Winchester." "Yes, Mr. Holmes. Witnesses claim it was otherworldly, a celestial visitor of sorts," Winchester explained, his voice quivering. "And what's more, strange occurrences have plagued the surrounding area since the incident. Crops wither, animals vanish, and people speak of unearthly lights dancing in the night sky." Holmes leaned back in his chair, steepling his fingers thoughtfully. "Dr. Watson, we shall journey to Dartmoor at once. It seems this otherworldly event demands our immediate attention." The next morning found Holmes and me venturing through the fog-laden moorlands, our footsteps muffled by the damp earth. The desolate landscape held an eerie stillness, broken only by the occasional cry of a distant bird. As we neared the crash site, the devastation became apparent. The ground was scarred and still smoldering, and metallic fragments were strewn about the area. Holmes knelt down, his gloved hand delicately picking up a shard of twisted metal. He examined it intently, turning it over to inspect every angle. "This metal, Watson, is unlike anything known to man. It possesses remarkable strength and composition," Holmes declared, his voice filled with intrigue. "But how did it come to be here, Holmes?" I asked, bewildered by the nature of the object. "Therein lies the heart of the mystery, my dear Watson," Holmes replied, his gaze fixed on the distant horizon. "There are forces at play beyond our comprehension, and we must unravel this enigma." As the day wore on, we meticulously scoured the crash site, scrutinizing every detail. Holmes's keen eyes surveyed the surroundings, his mind piecing together the fragments of the puzzle. We found more metallic remnants, some with strange symbols etched onto their surfaces. Holmes held one such piece, examining the intricate markings. "These symbols, Watson, are of significant importance. They hold the key to understanding the purpose and origin of this celestial visitor." Curiosity getting the better of me, I inquired. "But what could have caused this extraordinary event, Holmes? Are we truly dealing with visitors from another world?" Holmes rose to his feet, a glint of determination in his eyes. "Let us not jump to conclusions, my dear Watson. Our task is to observe, deduce, and uncover the truth. We shall gather more information from the witnesses and explore the surrounding area for any further clues." And so we continued our investigation, venturing deeper into the mysterious incident that had unfolded in Dartmoor. As night descended upon the moor, we set up camp, ready to face the unknown. As we sat by the crackling fire, the darkness was interrupted by a display of unearthly lights illuminating the night sky above Dartmoor. Holmes and I looked up in awe, our gazes fixed upon the celestial spectacle. "Remarkable," Holmes murmured, his eyes shining with intrigue. "These lights, Watson, are unlike any natural phenomenon. They seem to dance with purpose and intelligence." I nodded in agreement, captivated by the mesmerizing display. "Could they be connected to the crash, Holmes? Perhaps a distress signal from the alien ship?" Holmes pondered for a moment, his gaze still fixed on the lights. "It is possible, Watson. However, we must exercise caution in drawing conclusions prematurely. Let us observe further before forming any concrete theories." Night after night, we watched the ethereal lights, meticulously noting their patterns and behavior. Holmes was relentless in his pursuit of understanding, meticulously studying every detail of the crash site and the surrounding area. Meanwhile, the locals whispered tales of alien visitors and clandestine government operations, fueling the intrigue and mystery. Days turned into weeks as we delved deeper into the enigma. Holmes unraveled the complex web of clues, weaving them together with his brilliant deductions. It became evident that the celestial crash was no alien invasion, but rather a craft of human design, disguised to appear otherworldly. One evening, as the fading light cast long shadows upon the moor, Holmes gathered me close to share his findings. "Watson, our pursuit of truth has borne fruit. The crash was a carefully orchestrated event, intended to incite fear and chaos." "But who would orchestrate such a scheme, Holmes?" I asked, bewildered. Holmes's eyes gleamed with determination. "There are forces at play, Watson, with motives we have yet to uncover. But rest assured, we shall shed light upon the dark corners of this mystery." Together, we confronted the culprits behind the celestial collision, unveiling their nefarious plans and putting an end to their deceptive charade. The truth was revealed, and justice prevailed. As the last embers of the case simmered down, Holmes stood amidst the wreckage, contemplating the events that had unfolded. "The human mind, Watson, is a curious thing. It yearns for the extraordinary, the unknown. Sometimes it goes to great lengths to create the illusion of something beyond the realms of possibility." With a final glance at the remnants of the alien ship, Holmes turned and walked away, his brilliant mind already engaged in unraveling the next enigma that awaited him. And thus, the case of the celestial collision came to a close, leaving behind a trail of questions and a newfound appreciation for the vastness of the universe. As the last embers of the case simmered down, Holmes stood amidst the wreckage, contemplating the events that had unfolded. "The human mind, Watson, is a curious thing. It yearns for the extraordinary, the unknown. Sometimes it goes to great lengths to create the illusion of something beyond the realms of possibility." With a final glance at the remnants of the alien ship, Holmes turned and walked away, his brilliant mind already engaged in unraveling the next enigma that awaited him. And thus, the case of the celestial collision came to a close, leaving behind a trail of questions and a newfound appreciation for the vastness of the universe. But the echoes of that extraordinary event continued to linger in our minds, reminding us that there are still mysteries that elude our understanding. As we departed Dartmoor, the lights in the night sky gradually faded, and the moorland reclaimed its calm and serenity. Little did we know that our journey had only just begun, and the second chapter of this extraordinary tale awaited us, ready to challenge our wits and push the boundaries of our reasoning. The mist-shrouded moors of Dartmoor stood as a haunting backdrop to the enigma that consumed Sherlock Holmes and me. Night after night, we ventured into the heart of the mystery, our determination undeterred by the swirling fog and chilling winds. The ethereal lights continued to illuminate the darkened skies, captivating our attention and beckoning us closer to the truth. Their gentle glow danced in mesmerizing patterns, hinting at a hidden intelligence guiding their movements. Conversations between Holmes and me were filled with speculation and theories, as we tried to fathom the purpose behind this celestial spectacle. The nights on Dartmoor were alive with our fervent discussions and relentless pursuit of answers. As we scoured the landscape for further clues, we encountered locals who had witnessed the crash and experienced the aftermath. Their testimonies, though varied in details, painted a picture of awe and fear, fueling the growing intrigue surrounding the event. Holmes delved into the depths of his vast knowledge, exploring ancient civilizations and their understanding of the cosmos. Together, we analyzed the symbols etched onto the alien metal fragments, searching for connections and meaning within their intricate designs. One evening, while engrossed in our research, a breakthrough occurred. Holmes's eyes gleamed with excitement as he pieced together fragments of information from diverse sources. "Watson, these symbols bear a striking resemblance to the ancient writings of the Sumerians, a civilization known for their celestial knowledge." Our focus narrowed, and we immersed ourselves in the ancient scripts, deciphering their hidden messages. Gradually, a narrative began to unfold, a tale of an ancient extraterrestrial civilization that had visited Earth centuries ago, seeking knowledge and understanding. Holmes's deductions unraveled the complexities of the celestial collision, leading us closer to the truth. We unraveled the threads of deception that had been woven into the fabric of this extraordinary event, exposing the hand behind the grand charade. The culprit, driven by a thirst for power and control, had orchestrated the crash and subsequent phenomena to manipulate the collective imagination of the people. Fear and fascination had become tools in their hands as they sought to sway public opinion and advance their own agenda. With evidence in hand, we confronted the mastermind behind the charade, exposing their treachery and bringing them to justice. The truth emerged, shining a light on the darkest corners of the mystery and allowing us to close this chapter of the celestial collision. As the mists of Dartmoor cleared and the nights grew quieter, we found solace in the knowledge that the truth, though elusive, had prevailed. Our journey had taken us to the brink of the unknown, challenging our minds and expanding our understanding of the cosmos. With a sense of accomplishment, Holmes turned his gaze to the horizon, his eyes filled with a mixture of satisfaction and curiosity. "Watson, this investigation has revealed the depths of human imagination and the power of deception, but it has also shown us that the pursuit of truth can pierce through the veil of mystery, guiding us towards enlightenment." As we bid farewell to Dartmoor, we carried with us the memories of this extraordinary adventure, forever etched in our minds. And while the celestial collision would remain a remarkable chapter in our chronicles, new mysteries awaited our attention, calling us to explore the uncharted territories of the human mind and the universe itself.